Hey y'all, it's Eric again with Lion Lawn Care, and I'm going to do a review of my Husqvarna M-ZT 52 zero-turn mower. I've had this mower for, I think I bought it in October of last year, or sometime around there. Anyway, late last season. I put close to 100 hours, just about 90 I think. 90 hours on this thing. And this is Husqvarna's entry-level commercial mower, and I'm just going to go through some pros and cons and my final thoughts on it. I'm trying to make this video quick. I also have some mowing footage for y'all of a yard that I did today, actually, for the cleanup. But real quick, the pros. I think the biggest pro of this mower is the cut quality. It leaves really good, nice clean cuts. Y'all ignore my yard, this hasn't been cut in like a week, but yeah, I really love the cut quality. Here in North Alabama, we don't have a lot of those cool season grasses that stripe really well, but any yards that I cut that can stripe, they do stripe. So another pro that I really like about it is the durability. It's built like a tank. You know, here in North Alabama, it's not a really high income area of the country. A lot of yards are just, you know, this is just a mixed yard, kind of like what my yard is. It's just a lot of clover, a lot of weeds, a lot of everything, and they're not smoothed out or leveled. So we hit a lot of bumps and very hilly area, and this thing takes a beating and it just keeps on going. So I enjoy the durability on it. I haven't had any problems, except for some very minor problems. I did have one of these little caps pop off. I don't know, but that may have been my fault. I may have overfilled this and it put some pressure in there and popped off when I hit a bump or something. The other durability problems I had is this scalping wheel, but again, I think that was my fault. I was cutting a yard by a customer request extremely low, and I think I drug it over sideways when I was turning over a stump, or not a stump, but a root or a rock or something, and it caught that wheel funny and bent it just a little bit. I haven't had any major problems out. You can kind of see it bent a little bit right there, as opposed to this other one that's straight. But it works still fine, and I haven't bothered replacing it. Another pro about this mower is the power. It's definitely not overpowered, but it's I have the Kawi version with the 22 horsepower 651V. This thing, I've cut some extremely thick grass with this mower and leaves. I've only had it bogged down and die once this winter when I was doing a leaf cleanup. I mean, I was running the leaf piles that were a foot thick, and it kind of bogged down through that stuff, but I've never bogged down and died cutting grass with it. And it does a good job. Like I said, this area that I live in is very hilly, so I'm going up and down hills all the time, and it doesn't bat an eye going up and down hills. So that's another pro that I like about it. It's got some nice big wide tires for the price point, and it hugs the hill extremely well. And I haven't been worried about tipping over. You know, when I first got it, I was really cautious on some of my yards that are hilly. But as I've gotten more confident with it, I know the hills that I can hug and that I can't hug, and this does a great job of that. Another pro is the seat. The seat is this nice high back cushion seat. It's not, you know, it's nice and soft, but there's no suspension on it, but it is comfortable when you're just sitting there and riding around. And also another pro is the ease of maintenance. It has a large, you can kind of see this, if you just unscrew this and that whole foot plate comes out, and that gives really easy access to all the spindles. It has all the grease points, multiple grease points on the casters. There's also a grease point here for the axles in there. There's a couple other grease points, but very easy to take care of, very easy to maintain. The engine has one of those oil spouts down there. You can see it. It's not too hard to get to. I've done 2 oil changes on this myself. And any of you that have owned a Kawasaki know you just take these and that pops out and you can get to the air filter. Very easy maintenance, haven't had any problems. Alright, the cons now. Even though I just said yes, the seat is comfortable, however the ride is not. I have a lot of very rough yards, and I kind of explained the difference between the seat comfort and the ride comfort. The seat, when you're just sitting in it, like if I was just going to lounge around in this chair, it's very comfortable. I love the armrest. It fits good to me, to my body. But however, there's no suspension in this, and this isn't necessarily the mower's fault. It's at this price point, you're not going to find any mowers with suspension, except for I think maybe Ferris. But so it is a little bit of a bumpy ride if you're hitting a big bump or something. But you know, that's not really the mower's fault. It's just that's the price point. You know, you're not going to find very many mowers with a ride quality better than this one at this price point anyways. Another con is this grip tape. I don't know why, but it just doesn't grip very well, from what I've experienced. I actually had this whole foot plate coated in like a Plastidip rubber material to try and help increase the traction on there, and that did not help very much. I actually just took it off today because I was sick of it peeling and looking terrible. So you can also probably tell I put that light on there and the wiring and stuff. I need to clean all that up. I just installed that a few weeks ago, and I just haven't gotten around to cleaning that wiring situation up. So it is a sharp looking mower. I love that color, that Husqvarna orange. But real quick, just to wrap things up, my final thoughts are, if this is something you're looking for a first mower, if you're a weekend warrior, or if you're just getting started in lawn care, this is a wonderful mower. I would definitely recommend it. The size, the 52 inch, I think is a really good size to start off with. The yard that I did today, actually, even though there's a 52 inch mower, you need about 54 inches to get through a gate. And especially here in North Alabama, most people have a larger gate, I think, than you would normally expect for backyards. And I have not found a backyard that I can't get into. I'll take it back, maybe one, but it was for a leaf cleanup, so I did that by hand. But 95% of the gates that people have, my customers, I can get through. So this, and it's also a good size for big area mowing, because I have a couple of acreage properties that I mow, and I can mow probably about 80 to 90% as quickly as if I had a 60 inch. So I really like this size, the 52 inch size. I think it's kind of hits that sweet spot if you're only going to be running one mower like myself. But yeah, I really like this mower. Overall, I give it an 8 or 9 out of 10 for what it is. You know, you're not going to compare this mower to some of the $10,000 plus commercial mowers. That's just is not in the same class. But for what it is, for the price point, I think you get a lot, and it's a really good value. So A+ Husqvarna, I really like it. My dealer has been great as well, but which is the reason why I bought this. Actually, I was actually looking at a bunch of other brands, but the dealer that I went to for this Husqvarna was kind of went over the top to help me, and cut me a good deal, and they've been wonderful with their service. And yeah, so anyway, that's my thoughts on the Husqvarna. If you're thinking about purchasing this mower, as compared to, like, say, a Gravely or a Ferris or something like that, I think the Husqvarna kind of gets shoved under the rug as a residential brand a lot. But if you're a commercial guy and there's a dealer in your area, I would really give the Husqvarna a second look. Thank you. Alright, y'all, here's a quick before video. Edges are all over the place. He did a cleanup here. The customer did last weekend, which is why I didn't mow it then. It was all overgrown then as well. I talked to him, but he wanted to go ahead and finish his tree cleanup stuff before I came and mowed. It was fine, but yeah, you get a better vision right there. How overgrown this is. He's also got a backyard. We're putting in a brand new fence, which is the reason why they were cleaning it up. So I'll get you a quick overview of the backyard. Hope I can fit through here. I think I can. It's a pretty big gate. This is the backyard. It's a nice little private area back here. Overgrown, but the grass isn't super thick, so shouldn't have any problem with it. Let's go get got it done. I did have to double cut everything because it was so overgrown, but edges came out okay. And there was just so much overgrowth. You gotta cut that in hard. I'm happy with it. Very mild stripes, but this yard's a lot of weeds and super overgrown. So it's coming back, and my mower did fit in here, but just, I mean, I probably had a ½ inch to an inch of clearance on each side. So it was tight fit, but it worked. That's all that matters. And back here, I think y'all seen the mowing footage by now, but turned out pretty good. I didn't film any edging or trimming just because I was trying to move quickly. Blew off this little back porch area. It's a nice little backyard. I have a dog, so good for them to let the dog run around back here. So anyways, that's it. The Husqvarna did a good job. Like I said, I did have to double cut everything, but this was really overgrown. I can't imagine many mowers only being able to single cut this. So talk to you later.